Hey guys, it's Craig with RigPro, Custom Wash Systems Made Simple. Good morning to everyone. Here in the shop, getting ready to do some layout, and just kind of wanted to take you guys along with me on the thought process behind how I'm laying out this machine. So here we go. Let me zoom out a little bit. So the idea is to have my high pressure hose here on the corner. Again, curbside is what we're doing for this layout. And the idea is to be as efficient as possible. You get out, you want to be able to just pull your hose and roll. So I have this mocked up, how I'm going to do this. I've got the machine up on a cart, and I've actually lined it up so that it'll be right where it's going to be on the rail, and that allows me to see where the pump is going to be. And what I'm going to do with this, just so you know, and most guys know this, but you're not married to this setup. So these pumps have another port on the other side. They have these plugs right here. I'm sorry, yeah, right here and right here. So this is your feed line right here. So you can actually pop this off, and you can take this spot and move it to here. Same thing with your unloader. You can basically take this cap, put it on this side, and move your unloader to this end. Now, typically you might not be able to do that with this because this is hard lined in. It's actually threaded into the pump. I'm gonna actually make this so that it's removable. I'm gonna put a quick connect on this. And when you put a quick connect on the end of this, it allows you to just simply snap it in. You don't have to spin it around, because otherwise it would hit this housing. You wouldn't be able to actually turn it to thread it on. But again, with a quick connect, you'll be able to position it however you want. And the idea behind that is because I wanted easy access for someone to be able to just come on here and turn this on. Everything's going to be along this side right here. Will be real easy to kind of, fill up your gas. This is also on the driver's side of the vehicle. So it'll make it easy for gas fill up, just being able to come over, turn everything on, pump access, all of that. But then being able to flip this to the other side, now I can run my plumbing directly into the side of the pump, and then I can have my outlet side for high pressure going directly into my downstream bypass. And so I just kind of have everything laid out. Nothing's bolted down. Just in the process of, kind of getting a feel for where I want to have everything. Again, this is just mocked up. Nothing's hard lined. So you can see I'm going to take, the 90 coming from over here. This is going to be our T. We're going to have our dump feed right here like that. So that'll be a nice easy access, being able to dump the tank water. That's going to continue over. And then again, the idea is to have this nice and lined up with where our pump is. And then we're going to put our filter, again, easy access, and straight into the pump. So again, just kind of part of the layout process. That way you're not committed to anything if you need to switch things around a little bit. But that's part of the time. Part of the time in these builds is, sometimes you wind up moving things around a little bit. For example, my original plan was to have this all the way in, to have this corner right here, to have this slid all the way up. The problem is that the width of these tanks, when I get back here where I'm going to put my garden reel, this tank takes up so much space that the handle would wind up hitting. So I actually have to back it off the rail. And I'm going to have some support stands for the back of the reel to kind of tie everything in. So it'll be nice and secure. But it was just an adjustment that I had to make. You don't want to bolt everything down and then realize, none of this will work. So that's kind of the painstaking part of it, because you just kind of want to keep looking at everything, make sure that everything is going to operate the way you want it to. There's nothing worse than having everything bolted down, having it, glued together, only to realize that it's not going to work. So just thought I'd take you along for the journey. That's kind of part of the layout process. stay tuned. We'll keep plugging along. All right, have a great day.